Hey everybody, welcome back to Breakfast with Bob Challenge Roth Edition. My name is Bob Babbitt, brought to you by HOKA, Fly Human Fly, SFuels, right fuel, right time, Master Spas, deboer wetsuits, Premium Plus Sports, and of course our Challenge Athletes Foundation. Our next guest, Sarah Thomas from Australia. We have never chatted before. I got to chat with you. So nice to meet you.
Lovely to meet you too. Thanks for having me.
It's a pleasure. I always like to meet sort of our young up-and-comers. And so talk a little bit about getting into this silly sport.
So I guess I just got into triathlon quite casually. Like, it was never an intention of mine to go pro.
Right.
Just really enjoyed it, and yeah, the better I did at it, just kept doing it a bit more and taking it a bit more seriously. And yeah, I took my pro license a couple of years ago. And
from there, so you did Kona a couple times as an age grouper?
Yeah, I did Kona 3 times as an age grouper.
Nice.
And then last year for the first time as a pro.
And what was of course the main difference was a full-on all-women's race.
Yes,
in Kona, which was unbelievable.
Unbelievable, but really different, obviously, dynamic.
Yes.
Different race dynamic, but yeah, just incredible to be part of that historic event as well.
Not having to deal with age group guys, which can be a sort of a pain in the butt. That's
Absolutely.
just the way it works.
Yeah.
No guy wants to be, they come up, they want to, look, there's a camera there. I think I want to hang out here for a while. It's always a little different. The feel, I've been to a lot of races, and I've been to Kona a lot of times. The vibe there was so amazing. Just women stopping to clap for each other, and women on the bike ride, people run to make sure they finished. So they would stop and make sure they got the fuel. The self-preservation thing was so evident, where a lot of time guys will just go for it and blow to the moon.
Yeah.
93% finish rate. Every woman got out of the water.
Yeah.
You have to be proud of being part of that.
Yeah, absolutely. Really enjoyed it and really took the time to absorb, the experience of being there as well. Yeah, it was great.
How was it different as an age grouper and as a pro? Were your times anywhere near each other? Or?
I think, for me, not being a great swimmer, it makes a huge difference to me. Swimming as an age grouper, like swimming as a pro is just, there's no comparison. Like, I know that my swimmer's improved significantly, but on paper it looks like it's got worse because of the fact I'm swimming with a pro field that are so far ahead of me.
Right, where you're on your own. Where in the age group, that's what happened. People look at it, they go, here's my time from that race, and here's what the pros are doing. I'm right with them. No, you're not. It's a totally different game.
Absolutely. People don't realize how different it is racing from age group to pro, but it's a good experience.
What was your first pro race?
Ironman Cairns, so I actually live in Cairns in Australia.
Oh, so doing a hometown, that's great.
Yeah, Cairns 21 was my first pro race.
Yes. Yeah. And that's Western Australia. No, Sunshine Coast.
Cairns.
Oh, I'm sorry, Cairns. And then you were 9th.
Yes, right? I was. My first pro race, yeah.
The first pro race, that's great. And that same year, your second Ironman Western Australia.
I did. I podiumed in Western Australia, which was
cool.
an amazing experience as well, yeah. Obviously, it was COVID year, but never mind.
Listen, doesn't matter. They had a start, they had a finish, and they had people out there. You did. And then you followed that up the following year in 2022, 5th at Ironman Australia, 8th at Swansea, 70.3, and then 12th at Ironman Western Australia. So you consistently being consistently good. The hard part is looking at your times and going, okay, how am I improving, and how do I get to where I want to get to?
Yes, yeah.
And then what do you look at as your best race as a pro?
Oh gosh, I wasn't prepared for that question. I think probably Kona last year, to be honest.
Which one?
Kona last year, I think. Even though on paper it might not look. Oh no, it actually probably. Yeah, it would have been close. Yeah. It would have been close to the time I did in Western Australia when I came second, and a lot harder race.
Yes.
So I actually think Kona last year was my best race as a pro.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because you could look at it and go, okay, I was like 42nd, whatever you're in. But
it's a different ballgame.
It's the best pros in the world are there.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. And had you, as somebody who's fairly new to this, do you still get, you're in this. There's Daniela Reef. There's so and so. There's Lucy
absolutely.
Charles. You're like,
obviously,
am I supposed to be here?
Yes,
where's my area?
I'm really enjoying the experience of being able to race with these incredible athletes.
Yeah.
Like, just amazing to be able to stand on a start line with them and watch them do what they're so amazing at. Like, that's
and people
incredible.
You could be intimidated by that, or you could go, listen, I'm a pro. I belong here. and they're going to go do their thing. I'm going to do my thing. You're focusing on yourself when you're doing these races.
Yeah, absolutely. And I always just focus on myself, but also really make sure that I enjoy every minute of everything that I do.
Yeah.
That's my priority.
How many people get to be a professional,
Yeah.
a professional athlete of any sort?
Yeah.
A professional triathlete, and it's so cool because you're able to. I'm walking down the same stairs to the swim start as Lucy Charles and Daniela Reed.
Yeah, Kona was amazing last year. Such a good experience.
That is the best. And so as you're on your way out and you see Lucy, you have a good view.
I had a really good view of what was going on. Yeah, that's great. Yeah.
And were you surprised to see Lucy off the front, or you're thinking, okay, this is the way to be?
There was obviously a good chance that was going to happen, so I wouldn't say surprised, but yeah, you're just like, oh wow, that's happening.
She's doing that, and I wonder where Daniela is.
Yeah,
and I wonder where Annie
is,
and I wonder where Laura is.
Yeah.
It's like you're racing, but you're also a fan.
Seeing the next person coming along the Queen K in the opposite direction.
Exactly. You get to get it. So this season, 5th at Challenge Wales, 9th at Wanaka, and then Ironman New Zealand, 12th there. I'm sure you were not exactly jazzed with that one.
Oh, no, that was not a good day for me. But that's,
that's racing.
You can't have, exactly.
Yeah. What are your goals here?
As always, I want to enjoy the race. I want to have a good performance for me, and what that means, in a field of amazing athletes.
Right.
The placing to me is not really.
Doesn't matter.
As long as I have a good race and I enjoy myself, that's why I'm here. I want to experience, what this race has to offer. I've never done it before.
Yes.
It's been amazing so far, and we're
Isn't
only on Friday. So,
I mean, you look behind us, and it's just like thousands of people at this one of the bigger expos in triathlon you will ever see.
It's incredible. Yeah, so good. So I'm just really excited to experience the race and just to give my best and see what I can do. I do feel like, if I have a good day, I feel like I'm capable of a better performance. So I think I'd like to see what I can put out there.
What do you feel is your strength? Do you feel
definitely the run?
The run is your strength.
Yeah.
That's always nice to have that at the end.
I do. Yeah, I am quite grateful that the run is my strength as opposed to the swim. Even though I would very much like to be a stronger swimmer.
But it's nice to know that when I get off the bike, I'm going to make up some ground.
Yeah.
And get some people.
Yeah, I want to have a good marathon on Sunday.
Well, and what's special about this race is, you're somebody who enjoys iconic events, and you're going to have hot air balloons with symphony music and a swim, and then Solar Hill with hundreds of thousands of spectators, and then finishing in a stadium that was an empty field 2 weeks ago, and now there'll be 10,000 people cheering you in. So you'll enjoy every aspect of this. Being a professional athlete, traveling the world, and just being able to enjoy every aspect of it.
And as somebody, I didn't really do sport, pretty much the whole of my 20s.
Really?
I didn't do sport at all. So for me to be a pro athlete and experiencing this is absolutely incredible. I'll never take that for granted.
So in your 20s, in school?
Yeah, well, I grew up in Wales.
Yes.
I moved to Australia when I was 24 and I worked as a dive instructor on the Great Barrier Reef.
Did you really? Wow.
Which did not involve any kind of health or fitness at all.
Did it involve trying to make sure a shark didn't eat you? That's about, That makes you swim fast on occasion.
You'd think I'd be a better swimmer, hey?
Maybe they need to drop some of those gray guys in the water and get you going a little bit.
Maybe.
Any close encounters?
Not with anything really scary, but I've seen a lot of really cool underwater life, Pretty cool marine life.
What a great experience. So when you were doing the Kona swim, I mean, you're in an aquarium.
I loved it.
Wasn't it great?
Swimming with dolphins on the Kona swim course, absolutely incredible experience, What
I love about you, Sarah, is you are going, hey, I never thought of being a professional athlete.
100%.
I spent my 20s not doing that. Now I'm a professional athlete, and I'm gonna enjoy every freaking part of this.
Yeah.
And travel the world, and when I feel like going to do something else, I will.
And still challenge myself to do the best that I can do.
Well,
at the same time.
And you're still young, you get better.
Yeah. I don't know about that, but yes.
Who's coaching you? Or are you coaching yourself?
Well, I'm coaching myself, at the moment.
But you never know. You have one of those races, then all of a sudden, I need a coach, and they can take me to another level.
Maybe,
but you're enjoying it.
I'm very much enjoying it.
Love it. Sarah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I love the attitude. I love the fact that this is the greatest sport.
It is the greatest
people
sport.
don't understand that it's the fountain of youth, and it's something that we can do forever and ever and ever.
Yeah.
And you found it sort of a little later.
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Which makes you appreciate it more.
It does, definitely. Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
Sarah, thank you so much.
Thank you. It was lovely to talk to you.
Sarah Thomas, she's the best. Again, Breakfast with Bob, Challenge Roth edition. Hold on, everybody. We will be right back.